Alright, it's time for another video. We gotta talk about Oscar Piastri because he's just gotten his first unquestionable win of the season. What a fashion to get it in. Right, seriously, what a fashion to get it in. The overtake. This overtake that he did, yeah. Oh my goodness, what is he doing on the brakes there? Did we get telemetry on that? I do not believe we got telemetry on that. Did something spectacular over there. Alright. Whatever magic he did on the brakes to overtake Charlie Leclerc when he overtook him. You can't coach that. You can't coach that. And then afterwards, the defense. You see, Piastri, I think I've identified his X factor. His X factor is composure. He's one of the most composed F1 drivers I've seen. He's definitely more composed than Sir Lewis Hamilton was when he entered F1. More composed than Maximilian. Who else has been a very composed driver entering F1? What's this, his second full year in F1? Raikkonen, I suppose. Piastri, oh my goodness, what a driver. Every move that he made to defend, he didn't defend when he didn't have to defend. Poised, calculated, everything was on target. His whole weekend was on target. I actually wanted to make a video stating that Piastri would win the Grand Prix after qualifying, but well, it's not tempt fate. Let's just let things unwind. But it's how you get to the result that really matters. This is why Lando's got his work cut out for him. You see that papaya rules thing? These papaya rules, Lando always loses. If we're running papaya rules, to be frank with you, he can't race Piastri. Already, I thought it would be sometime next season that we reach this crossover point, but we're here now. Here we are, and Piastri is no doubt going to be quicker than Lando Norris more times than not for the rest of the season, for the remainder of the season, and for the remainder of their careers at McLaren. Lando's got his work cut out for him. He can't win on papaya rules. He just doesn't have the fundamentals to match up to Oscar Piastri. Never mind the composure that Oscar Piastri has. He doesn't have that. This is why he got spooked at Monza. When Piastri overtook, he got spooked. And he didn't show Piastri hands. Oh my gosh, the teammate, don't want to crash into the teammate. And then he lost the car in the middle of the chicane. He got spooked. Norris lacked the composure. Piastri demonstrated composure well beyond his years. You'd think it was Alonso driving the car, Prime Alonso driving the car or something. This is serious talent on our hands here, I'll tell you what. Even better, he can race. Races really well, races really stern as well. I didn't expect such stern defense from him, but he was very stern, but fair all at the same time. Maximilian could learn a thing or two, no doubt. And Norris, he's just not on for a championship. Unlucky. I didn't have him on for championship anyway. But after the weekend, you see, he had to make a recovery drive. He made a good recovery drive. Finishing 4th as a good recovery drive. Anything from 5th onwards. He definitely did what he had to do on the day. But he had to make a recovery drive. That's the problem to begin with. That's the problem with Norris. He's not going to be clutch in the moments that he needs to be. And Right now, he needs to be clutch for all of these Grand Prix. All of these can't be having any weekends like this. The lowest position he can actually tolerate finishing. It's like podium. He has to make podium, ideally second or the win. But he has to make podium for all the remaining Grand Prix, including the Grand Prix we just had at Baku. And he's not gonna put the weekends together often enough. There's no evidence for that. He hasn't done it. And if he has, the pressure hasn't been on. Now the pressure's really on. Now the pressure's really on. Spotlight's on him. Everyone believes McLaren have the fastest car. I suppose if you omit the Red Bull, who might believe are still being sandbagged. People want to talk about the asymmetric brakes. Sounds like an Acme invention, yeah. But people want to talk about the asymmetric brakes. That still hasn't landed for me. That thing still has not. That thing still ain't made sense for me, quite frankly. No matter what Perez says, no matter what comes out of Red Bull themselves, the FIA, content creators, the news, your would-be journalists, all of that doesn't really matter. I'm not buying this asymmetric brake thing. I'm still convinced they're being sandbagged by the FIA or by F1. There's going to be Grand Prix that remain in this season where the combination of driver, car, and circuit is going to still be undeniable. Probably just once or twice, right, for the remainder of the season. The car is still going to be undeniable somewhere. For whatever reason. It's going to be undeniable somewhere. And what are people going to be talking about asymmetric braking systems and they were cheating and stuff? I don't think so. But anyway, I have to believe Red Bull are being sandbagged. They still have the fastest car. Why are they being sandbagged? Funny little thing. I'm not talking about budget cap this season. There's no budget cap audits being happening. But anyway, they probably are happening. Ideally, the news drops like a day or something after this video, but we'll see what happens. Well, do McLaren have the fastest car? Well, yeah, I suppose. Might as well. If we omit the Red Bull, yes, they have the fastest car. So the spotlight's on Norris now. Spotlight's on, you're gonna have to execute. And it's all good. Norris was talking loose when he didn't have the fastest car, but now he's got the fastest car, by hook or by crook, and he cannot execute. His junior's beating him. Mind you, Piastri's only 1 year younger than Norris. There's not that much of a difference. Who knows? It might be 14-month difference, something like that. 14, 16-month difference. Who knows? Or maybe even a 10-month difference, but there's only 1 year age gap between them. But you get the sense that Piastri has a much higher ceiling, and sometimes he reaches for that ceiling, as he did in Baku, and all of a sudden the optics are bananas. They're out of this world. Oh my days. But anyway, Norris got his hands full. McLaren are running papaya rules, and Piastri is brilliant. Composure. It's Mr. Composure, this guy. Anyway, that should be the video. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, peace.